We got a little S-10 in here. We got to set the gear up in it, but that's not what we're going to be showing you. Like I said, we've already showed y'all enough of them. This week, we got our 9-inch ends on. We're going to set it up for a strange disc brake kit. So we'll show y'all the install on that. Alright, so this is the little brake kit we got going on. Show y'all what a few pieces. It's just a strange drag brake kit. We put 9-inch housing ends on it, so basically it's kind of self-explanatory, but I'll show y'all how it's gonna go. Basically, like I said, that'll bolt right up. Run our bolts through here, and then we actually put our axles and all on. We got to press these on before we put these on, and press our bearings on the axles, and then we'll kind of get going from there. All right, so that's gonna wrap us up on the brake install. Like I said, a little strange kit. It's not nothing too hard to do. Just kind of keep in mind too, a lot of people don't realize it, but these rotors are directional and these calipers are directional. So just try to remember that when you're putting them on. Keep that in mind. Like I said, it's kind of a straightforward deal. Just make sure when you shim these rotors up, they come with a pack of shims. This in here, we didn't have to use any of them because it's 9-inch ends. But just try to remember, you want this rotor as close to center of that caliper as you can. It's just going to be less drag resistance. So just keep that in mind. And then we're going to put a rear end cover on it, and that'll button this thing up. All right, I figured I'd show you all the front. We already actually put the front on it. Like I said, we get busy in here sometimes, and I don't get to record everything we're working on just because I'm either tied up welding or whatever. I'm working on stuff, so I forget. But we got the front on already. This is what they call a spindle mount front end, or front brake kit, actually, I'm sorry. So basically what it does, instead of having a rotor that hooks to the spindle, the actual rotor hooks to the wheel. So when you hear people say spindle mount, for the people that don't know, that's what they're talking about. So the rotor knoll bolts up to the back of the wheel. Just makes it's a little lighter setups. Mainly it's drag race really only. You don't really see too many street cars running around with them, but that's kind of just the explanation of what the front end is. Anyway, like I said, we already had it all set up. We've already did a K-member and all on this thing, and it's got upper and lowers. Gotta get a set of shocks ordered for it, but I'm gonna show you too. We got the rear. Like I said, we got the rear kit on, and then just rear cover. I do recommend, like on these covers, the only reason I recommend running these covers on the 8.8 anything really is you actually have these here. What that does is when you tighten the cover up, you just jam these down till they actually touch the caps, the caps that hold the spool in or carrier or whatever you're using. You just put a little pressure on them and then lock these down, and that just kind of helps everything from ejecting out the back of the rear end when you're racing it. But I'll get this thing set on the ground, kind of give y'all a little peek of what it's going to look like. Like I said, this little S-10 truck is going to be pretty nice, so we're getting pretty close with it, but I'll get it set on the ground and let y'all check it out. All right, so that's just sitting on the ground. Like I said, we got to go a lot lower with it. We just got basically, we don't have no suspension under it right now. It's just got the control arms. We don't have no springs or anything in the front. We're still going to wind up lowering the back a little bit, just kind of give y'all an idea what it's starting to look like. And we've got got the nose on. It fits pretty good, the little bumper. We still got to do some trimming on the hood. Get it fit a little bit better before we start Zeusing it down. That's why you can see all the fiberglasses everywhere on it. But that just gives you an idea of what we're working on anyway. We got all the brakes, like I said, wrapped up. And this is gonna be a big build for us, so we'll kind of show this one as we go. At least most of it that we can anyway. So we'll get it sitting a little lower on the ground next. So just keep a lookout for the different build videos on it, because like I said, it's gonna transform pretty quick. It's gonna have a bunch of changes, so just stay tuned.